So, June is Mental Health Awareness Month for men. And in honor of my father, who passed away June 18th, 2022, I feel that it's only fitting that I speak out to all of you men. I'm speaking on behalf of having a father that battled with depression for majority of my life. And I'm also the mother of two sons who is growing up in an era where people are struggling to talk about their struggles. You go on social media and you see so many females and women talking about their traumas and their healing journeys and their stories of life, their trials and tribulations, but it's not too often that you hear about men's. Unfortunately, the whole title of masculinity has had this stigma across it that men aren't supposed to talk about their emotions or their problems because it may make them look weak. Whether you're masculine or feminine, talking about your struggles is by far not even close to being a sign of weakness. If we want to bring weakness into the factor, let's talk about how allowing those type of emotions control you in your way of life, that's weakness. Determining your worth based off of your mistakes or somebody else's mistakes, such as your parents or your guardians, for the reasoning on why you live the way you live, there's nothing weak about that because it was never your fault. Because regardless, we all hold masculine and feminine sides to us, and it's all about balancing out both sides. Both sides are represented by our mother and our father, and without one or the lack of, there's going to be some struggles in how we maintain life. That's just human nature. It's unfortunate that there's so many men out here who have struggled with the way that their mother has treated them throughout the years, or the fact of being scorned by a woman and manipulating the way that they view love or companionship or relationships. It's not just a woman thing. It's not just a woman experiencing these emotions and these trials in life. Men feel like they have this role of being the provider, the protector. How can you be the provider and the protector whenever you're being told you're only supposed to act a certain way in order to be a man? In my personal opinion, men have the most pressure put on them because they are supposed to be the ones who hold the home together. Yeah, women are supposed to be the nurturers and they're supposed to be like the glue that holds the family together. But when you come from a broken household or you don't really know what it looks like to have a loving, healthy relationship that fights through the good and the bad, what are you supposed to lean on? In all honesty, there's so many independent, hardcore females out here nowadays handling their own and taking care of business because there's so many scorned men out here because of mommy issues or because of their father not showing them it's okay to be a little vulnerable. I can recall on several occasions conversations I've had with men where they feel like women are the reason why they are the way they are, whether that be good or bad. But just like we sit around and we talk about, women should not determine their self-esteem or how they move or the type of relationships that they deserve, we should not sit there and hold her accountable based off of one relationship or multiple unless she's done the healing. And the problem here is that because men aren't supposed to be weak, they're too ashamed to even ask for help or to even admit that they have an issue. And doing that can cause people to take directions that only puts them more in a dark place than they were before. Then it's you were raised better than that type of ordeal. Oh, didn't you see so-and-so go through that? You ought to know better. You wouldn't want somebody treating your daughter like that, so why would you treat a woman like that? All I'm really trying to make a point is that men don't get enough credit for being who they are. Men aren't giving enough freedom to express themselves without being judged or criticized. But y'all are worthy just as much as anybody else in this world of being successful, being abundant, being able to feel free in your own skin, regardless of what type of choices you've made. But I want to let y'all know that I see y'all. I see y'all fighting. I see y'all struggling. I see y'all trying to maintain to be able to give y'all's kids the proper home environment that you may or may not have had, but just to step aside from everybody else and just give your children or your life something different than what people think you're capable of. And sometimes that can be hard. Create the life that you want. Go after your happiness. Build them dreams. Fulfill them goals. Dig deep inside of yourself. Shed a couple tears. Be angry. Laugh. Get some sunshine. Because regardless of how strong us women may pretend and act like we are, we can't make this life without a man. There will always be something deep down inside of us that we yearn and desire, and that's to have a man to protect us, whether it be our father, our brother, our son, our companion. We need you all just as much as you all need women. And just like I encourage for anybody else who may be struggling or surrounded by toxic people, love yourself. Stand proud in who you are and own the past, because it doesn't define you. It only molds you. And I say this all the time. Be you, because there's nobody else out in this world that can be that for you. And I know that these are just words, and I'm just another face on an app, on social media, talking about stuff that a lot of people are going to be like, oh, she don't know what she's talking about. I've had enough people in my life to understand that we are all equal, regardless of whether or not we're male or female or in between. We all have feelings, we all have emotions, we all fuck up, and not a single one of us perfect. And if there's anything I would have loved to have told my dad, is that he was worthy, always. And no, I may never understand what it's like to walk in a man's shoes, but I am raising two young men who I would hope would always feel comfortable expressing themselves and learning themselves in order to be their best self. So to cap off this video, I just wanted to acknowledge all of you men out there and all of you who are trying every single day and showing up for yourself and others and the ones that you love. You know, don't ever stop believing in yourself, because even though you may not feel like you are valid in who you are or what you've been through or what you feel, you will always be enough. So take as this moment to pat yourself on the back, go treat yourself out to a nice meal, you know, enjoy your day, enjoy this month, and enjoy just your life. We women, we love you, even when you're a pain in our ass.